Hi everyone, very nice to see you on this YouTube video, so I hope you're doing well. The last video was about the very classical checkmate patterns in the middle game. We saw the Greco's mate, the Damiano's mate and the smothered mate, and this week we're going to have a deeper look at another pattern, which is the Morphy's mate. A very nice one, and this time we're going to have a look at a few examples. So let's start with the basic pattern of the Morphy mate. It occurs when a side mates the opposing king with a rook and the bishop in the following manner. You have the queen, but you don't care so much. You sacrifice it here on f6. Strange move at first sight, but if you look at the next ones, it makes a lot of sense, because then g takes f6 and suddenly you're winning, because you play rook to g3, check, king h8, and bishop takes f6, checkmate. Very nice checkmate. And now, as usual, let's see a real game. It's Nimzowitsch versus Nielsen, played in 1930. Black just played rook to d8. And here white sees a very nice way to execute the Morphy's mate, which I will let you try to find. So Nimzowitsch plays a very forced line, starting with the exchange on d6. Rook takes d6, black captures back, and now it's the move you had to find or to see to be able to find this whole sequence. This nice move is queen f6, and really, if you don't know the Morphy's pattern, it's probably nearly impossible to find, because it seems so counterintuitive. Because black just can capture on f6, and if you don't see further, then you just discard the whole line. But of course, after g takes f6, you probably know what's going on. Rook g4 check, king h8, and bishop f6 checkmate. A pure Morphy's mate here. And there are some variants around the Morphy's mate, but always with a bishop and a rook. Here, the way to checkmate is not exactly the same, but it ends up with the same result. You play rook takes g7 to open the diagonal to the bishop. King h8, discover check here. Very important to discover on this rank, because else if you discover check on the file, black can put a pawn on f6 and stop the checkmate. But of course, after rook takes f7, black is helpless. You come back to g8, rook g8 check again, and now only discover check on the g file, because now rook f6, bishop takes f6, and it's checkmate. So it's not completely obvious. If you look at the original position, the checkmate occurs after 5 moves, and 5 very precise moves, because if you mess up with the order, then black can escape. I'm going to show you a real example. It looks like in this position it's black who has the best position, and indeed the white king is under some pressure here. I would not feel comfortable to play this with white, but okay. Black plays queen h3, you play king e1, and then black plays the very natural knight to d3 check, bishop takes d3, knight takes d3. And now, in this position, as strange as it may look, white is actually winning. And again, if you haven't seen the Morphys mate before, it's probably hard to see that and go in panic mode here. So the solution is to remain cold-blooded and just capture with the queen, a nice sacrifice, because after queen takes d3, you play simply rook takes g7, and you have this whole line that you can play. King h8, rook takes f7, e5. Well, here black has e5, but it doesn't change anything. Bishop takes e5, king g8, rook g7 check, king h8, then the discovered check on the g file, and then it's gonna be checkmate on the next move. Very nice, isn't it? So that's it about the Morphys mate. We looked at two different positions, and I hope it will help you not to miss very interesting and very elegant checkmate possibilities in your own games. So thanks for watching this, and in the next video we'll continue looking at exciting checkmate patterns. Thanks for watching, bye!